Good morning, Voyaging fam. I have to announce that Scorpio, sadly, will be the last in the series because I had just recorded their video, realized that, like a couple of others, it was too long. Speaking of, too long for the camera, and it would chop the video. The most useless feeling to upload. Libra. Alright. So this is the Libra reading. I still don't know who's coming next, but Scorpio will be last because I had to delete that video. I cannot be uploading two parts because in the past folk have watched one or the other of the parts, but not often both. So it seems a waste of time. Like literally, y'all, sometimes part one would have, a healthy amount of views, made me feel like the message got out, but then part two would have absolutely none. And I've gone through great pains. Because I don't know if you've heard the other readers speak about it, but sometimes uploading can be something else. Angels, we have Shakma, Wisdom, and Zachriel, Memory. I will be reading from the book with discretion when it comes to these uploads in order to save time. I'm gonna try something different for us, so I'm also not held back by shuffling. 8th house. And the first quarter moon also came out on the bottom for Scorpio. Or maybe it was the first, I'm not sure. Balancing. This will be, pardon me if that was loud and uncomfortable. J. Cole. I have had the urge to listen to things like She Knows and Role Model. Old J. Cole. Bob Marley is underneath. I'm hearing To Be Loved. Or Will You Be Loved? Linkin Park is showing. But Muse is on the bottom, and I listen to them as I'm not listening to Pandora. I'm choosing full albums to listen to. Let me check the name of that. It might have some kind of relevance. Pardon me. Absolution. To be absolved. Have clemency. To be forgiven. Is it possible to have wisdom without memory? Well, actually, I read something about memory and how many different types of memory there are. Wow. I watched a documentary, a video essay about Project Stargate, and it made me think of this movie, The Men Who Stare at Goats. And while I was shuffling this cinematic oracle deck, that came to mind. Mr. Deeds goes to town. That's so wild. If I haven't said, I feel like I did, but I'm Delilah, 8th House Moon Rabbit. Welcome, Libra. I hope you've had a great week. It's wrapping up. I know some folk got to work on the weekend, so, well, King of Wands. Leadership stands out here. Okay. Eight of Pentacles fell in reverse. Knight of Swords. And also the Ace of Pentacles. But it felt... usually I take them, but... Nine of Pentacles and a bunch of cards flipped. Maybe I should have taken them. Well, Four of Wands. Are we taking a leadership role seriously, Libra? I don't know why I'm wanting to ask if somebody works in the morgue. Nine of Wands. The Autopsy of Jane Doe. I'd started watching that movie years ago and didn't finish it for some reason. Maybe I fell asleep and just, wow, Three of Wands now. Never got back to it. Sagittarius and Aries. Leo. So all the fire signs. Three of Swords. That's you, Libra. And Gemini. What does Gemini and Libra have in common other than being air signs? Nothing, perhaps? I don't know why that... I feel like there's a link I'm forgetting. Ace of Pentacles here in the upright now. Are you investing in a business enterprise? That's going well, maybe? Something that you've had to fight hard for? Maybe something that's kept you awake nights? Wow, that's the Ten of Pentacles that flapped at me. And the King. And maybe this enterprise is giving you some sleepless nights, maybe a little bit of heartbreak, but it's working out. I get the feeling that you are very... Four of Swords in reverse. Four of Cups in reverse. Continuing despite dire stress. That does seem to fit this theme here. Competition, challenge. Maybe you are in someone else's. It gives me trying to become a partner at the firm type of. This King of Cups having to be emotionally stoic or measured, influential, subtle, crafty, wisdom. Shakma, wisdom. Maybe keep your softer points to yourself because you got a lot of averting disaster. Locked in old ways. Weak foundation. Avoidance. Continued oppression. I'm not getting a lot of happiness from this. Not that being happy is the end and be all of every moment of life. Sometimes we have goals and grinding to get there. You know? Grinding. It sounds like, what it feels like on the flesh of the soul. Pardon me, that seems some like deep, dark shit to say, but 8th house is leading this reading with memory and chakra, so maybe it fits. Feels like it fits. My coffee is starting to get a little bit cold, but that's okay. I have time to nuke it for 30 seconds. The need to come into balance. Wow, maybe a company is going bottom up is what I'm hearing. And you have to jump ship. But you can't jump ship if you're the captain. We saw the King and the 10 of Pentacles, and now here's the Queen. The only feminine energy we've had out here. Stability, form, foundation to rest on. Queen of Swords, Ace of Cups. What does it mean? That's what I'm... Pardon me. Underneath this 4 of Cups. Maybe you just need a vacation. Preparation, planning, expansion. Maybe you've just been working too hard. You need to find work-life balance. And it's time to end that cycle. Maybe you've had to work hard and cut all kinds of self-care corners. You know, it's kept you up late nights, making shit work, you know, suppressing emotions that don't really help you get the job done at the time for a while. But now, new approaches to old problems, new events and possibilities, enthusiasm for life and acceptance. And here it says, continuing despite dire stress, laziness. But I don't get laziness from you. I feel like maybe you have like a fear of being lazy. Exhaustion, restlessness, stuck, unwillingness to rest is something that I get from this. And you're being told to, you know, sit it on down. Cop a squat. Because you've had to be, it seems like, in the harder, even in your cups energy, a bit of a harder exterior. And it's time to go through this portal. Oh, the 12-12 portal. And come out romantic, sensitive, you know. It also says moody, and I get the feeling of allowing yourself to feel moods, you know. Yeah, we still got a little bit of time. It's not bad to have a bit of a time constraint. Knight of Wands. Reigniting your passion. Departing from the regular is what I heard when I read departure on this card. Maybe you're finding it hard to put down that role that you've had to take on. come out of a kind of survival mode. I'm getting from this, they just all flipped over in my hand. I'm getting that work-life balance again, mental exhaustion, and the need for more love and balance in your life. Choosing yourself for a little bit. Ooh, ooh. The Magician. I get disco from this. You know, the up, down. Like, let your hair down. Do a little bit of dancing. Come out of stalemate. Why did I hear make some bad choices, but like tongue-in-cheek style? Like, have one more beer than you usually allow yourself. Start a fire pit and sit outside while the sun is still out so you can see the sunset. Like, with this sun and strength, which represents Leo, and all this fire out here, and I even felt a feeling like the best I could describe it is in my spleen, but it didn't feel like a pain. Kind of like a tickle. Weird. But I get like a traipse about energy, you know? Like you're supposed to strut a little bit. Yeah. Like watch those old Soul Train. That's the vibe that you're supposed to take on, I heard, for this Christmas break. Maybe you got yourself a little bit of a vacation, even if you only got 2 days. Use the first one to make those bad choices. Spirit is talking about. Look. You need it, is what I heard. Ace of Wands, Three of Cups. Death to the old. Go ahead and celebrate. Again, get things into balance. Balance the duality. Look, the need for, like, love. Love of life. Come up out of this. I don't even know how to describe that beauty of silence. That's how that felt. Having to just be way too serious. Why so serious? Let me get this coffee before it gets cold on me again. Get you some oracles so that if it cuts out, you can know that I love you. And you've gotten the majority of the message that you need. Mr. Deeds goes to town. Deception. I got the self-deception in the form of like saying shit to yourself like Sigma grind set, you know, coping, but like knowing you're not having any fun and just living with that, grinding away your nerves, your zest. And this is the message that you gotta come up off of that a little bit for a little bit. Libra. Yeah, this definitely, as an air sign, this definitely, oh, you just came out. Yeah. Evaluate how this is kind of zapping your strength. You need to recharge every now and again so you can come back out here and do boss shit. Virgo, encompass. Under the world, I got like the world is swallowing you. And you have to go back to being in the world and not of the world for a little bit. so the sun can shine on your life a little bit. That warmth can fill you up. I swear, I've mentioned in Scorpio's reading that all winter I got to fight for my life, feminine, against cold, general feeling of discomfort. I always have to have some kind of covering on. Ophiuchus, heal. Didn't I say that with all this masculine hard energy? You gotta go out and be willing and open to receive blessings as good times as the universe and those who love you, who are around you, wish to dole out for a little bit. Rather than being the person who is making the structure, showing a brave face, like I said about that King of Cups. If you're in a corporate style environment, let her sit. Pardon me. Oh wow, okay. This card hunt has been just emerging from the deck. Gemini. That's usually my hint that I have unified the ideas and themes about as well as they're gonna. Look at that beautiful. I love it when these come out together. Manifest, ascend, convey, protect, and abundance. That by doing this, by uniting your propensity to hunt down the bag with the more passive manifestation through a scent of material things. And everybody's got their own personal percentage of what's going to be most satisfying and soothing to their soul. Satisfy my soul, Bob Marley. I feel like I showed you that card. And it seems like you got a lot of drive. But still, it seems like Spirit is trying to say, you are not a machine and you can't just chase a bag. And it's a little bit of your healing to relax some, because it seems maybe some of that is like control based. And not only you're just that high energy, you know, a golden retriever or husky, you know, human husky, all the energy. That you got maybe at least one magical night. I hear that. One magic moment. This magic moment. Yes. Okay. I think that this is it. I'm glad that it left on a high note. There might be some sex. Maybe why did I hear like you maybe have been working so hard that you've been neglecting a partner? Maybe it's time to let somebody know how beautiful you think they are. If you are a masculine that I'm speaking to. Well, not necessarily. Never mind. Check that. Whoever I'm fucking talking to. You. Okay? I love you. Have a great day. A great weekend if I don't see you again. Be good, be safe.